Ahí al pie de la montaña, donde se oculta temprano el sol, quedó mi ranchito triste y abandonada ya mi labor.
What's up, gente? What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing, man? Hope you guys doing all right, man. I'm just chilling with the feeling over here, man. Chilling one more time for the mind. Uh, I was checking out my one of my videos, right? And I remember when somebody asked me, hey, did the homies and the Paisas ever got into with each other? And there was an incident that happened, right? But I already, it had already happened when I got there, between the homies and the Paisas. But it's not common. Why? Because because not the alliance that we had. It's not alliance, no. It's something bigger than that. Alliance. We share a common carnalismo, between the Paisas and the camaradas, the homies, the Sureños, and a lot of them, what I like is that they like to say that with the same, with the same raza, with the same, with the same gente, which is true, homes. Whether some agree, some don't like it, is a lot of ones, there's somebody that I knew from Chicali, homie. Saludos to that vato. And like I say, and I mean to brag or nothing, but I used to go to chat with that vato, from one of those barrios, Conejito. Los saludos. I don't know if he remembers me, Angel. What's up, man? I'm just well, one of the reasons I made this video, man. The reason I made this video because of that, I was remembering, certain incidents that we had with the homies. Not incidents, homie, but we had our little differences, between the Paisas and the Sureños. I already told you about the incident when the homeboy said, fucking Paisas. And I got up on the table and I said, "What's up, man?" We took it to the, we took it to the cell. So there was a lot of fucking incidents going on like that. This is level 3, man, and don't get me wrong. Some level 3s are fucking vatos. They got some riders. It's not as hard as level 4s, but for the homies, for the Paisas, a lot of them level 3s are mostly short terms. Paisas that were drunk driving and they got busted and they want to go home, and so a lot of them, they don't want no problems. Level 4 is a whole different animal for the Paisas. But like I said, they got some riders on level 3s también because they're dropping the points. Saludos, gente. Chanatito. And this is the case right here, man. So we had like I said, little incidents between the homies and the Paisas. So one day they were talking on the yard, right? And this, I'm not saying I had the final, but look, man, before I continue with this video, gente, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. I came out to yard, I came out because I was working in the kitchen. I'm telling you, man, I always used to get duckies to go to the kitchen to get a job in the kitchen. So I seen them, I seen the Paisas and the homies, having a little junta, they had a little meeting where they had already agreed to, it was going to be one-on-one. If any Paisa disrespect the homie, and you better be expecting, something, and the other way around, the homie disrespected the Paisa. But like I said, most of these Paisas, they don't, they don't want to fight, dog. They just want to go home. A lot of them, they do get down. Don't get me wrong. I seen some Paisa from Durango getting into with a homie from LA in the restroom area. Homie was getting them. Paisa was getting them. And it goes the other way around. También, there's some homies, they got hands. But anyway, this time, like I said, to me, it's a cool thing that we had that, that we had that agreement. As far as being consider ourselves the same gente, the same raza. So I got late to the meeting, right? And they were already, about to leave. They were already shaking hands, and I got there and I said, "What's up, man? Was this all? Oh, hey, what's up, man? What's up?" And most of the cueteros, the shot callers from the homies, they knew me from level 4. And I said, "What's up, man? Well, what do you guys?" Yeah, no, look, man. We were just talking about the little incidents between the Paisas and the homies, and we came to an agreement, and I feel, I don't feel, because this is nothing to feel proud of, but at the same time, they took my word. They took me into consideration to say, I didn't have the final say so, though. They just asked me, hey, what do you think? It's gonna be one-on-one, from now on. And I said, look, man, it looks nice and dandy, same token, check it out, carnal. I told him, check it out, carnal. It's just gonna open the door for whoever wants to do. If a paisa is big, because there was some big paisas, man. Don't get me wrong. Shout outs to fucking paisa from Guanato, that fool. Sergio from Jalisco, that motherfucker was big. Almost. Chucky from I think he was from Carnales, Barrio Carnales. That fool was fast, bro. Homeboy had Sleepy from Madera, and he was an upstairs Sureño. That fool, that fool get down, and that would just open the door for that, somebody that knows how to fucking, if that vato has no brains, and for any reason he doesn't like the paisas, or a paisa don't like a homie, that there were some little homies también, from LA, little short vatos, you can tell, you can drop him one. In serio, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and it was the other way around. I mean, there was some big homies. So I said, look, Bago, I already said I didn't want to say his name, so I told Bago and the clica from Canoga Park, because they were mostly from the Valle, mostly speaking for their people. I told him, look, man, it's cool, man. It sounds good and everything, but look, this is, and I explained what I just told you right now, and I told him, look, man, what if just leave it like that, though. Look, let's not fight against each other, dog. Because we had these other cars, and especially in the kitchen. I already told you about the kitchen. The incidents that we have with with the blacks, with the whites, and all the races, dog. And I said, look, man, we just gonna leave it like the way it was, dog. Whoever disrespect a paisa, and he keeps doing it, he's gonna get handled, dog. But look, man, just to make an example, let's make it the first time. First time he says something, he does something stupid. And talk to you people, I talk to my gente también, about this, what we talk, the agreement that we had, so that way, they don't get out of the line, we have that, so we're gonna have this mutual respect, And he goes, it sounds better, dog, because we're not supposed to be fighting. And Bago knew about an incident, I think it was in Ironwood, or one of those Ironwood Centinela, where the Paisas and the homies got into it, and it goes, hey, they hit them all in the back, they whacked them for this incident, for fighting, because there's the Paisas up there, and there's big homies, Chicano Raza up there también, but that's their, man. Well, anywho, now my to speak on, and I told him, and he agreed to it. And it just happened, bro, that, within a few days, we were cleaning the yard. We were cleaning the yard. We were, cleaning the house. And camarada Paisa Marro from Jalisco and some other fools, they went and told their homies, the Sureños. And I don't know what got into this bato's mind, dog. Shout outs to Cisco from Richmond, dog. He fucked up, bro. I don't know. Maybe he thought we were playing, dog. Marro went and told the homies, hey, on the way pile, we had no way, they were just a bar, but that's what we call it, the way pile, the bar area. He went and told Cisco from Richmond, they had Sureños, RST, Richmond, Sur 13, something like that, dog. he went and told me, hey, look, man, we're gonna get down right now. We're gonna get this bottle from T1, and food was big, huh? And just to let you know, hey, be on your toes, huh? Because we're gonna put the yard down right now. And like I say, this full Marro was with the business, dog, from Jalisco, my Paisano. Saludos, Marro. And Marro and a little crew, another Paisa from Zacatecas, and I think there was another from Zacatecas, another one from Guanajuato, and another one from Michoacan. We're about to, but Marro was the main one, doing all the talking. I was playing basketball. We already knew this was gonna happen, but see, this is what happened. Homeboy, Cisco went and told fucking the Paisa, Tiwas and his little crew, hey, trucha, güey, te van a poner una putiza. I don't know why, dog. I don't. He fucked up. He thought we were playing or something. So that fool got ready, dog. He went and got his little crew, and they took up on Marro and his people, dog. Marro and his the Paisano and his, but they turned around and they fucked him up. They got him, gacho. Marro was a vicious fool, man. Even when the SEALs came, that fool was on top of this fool, man. T was the main one, because he's the one that rushed him. And the Paisa saw the whole incident, bro. That this battle, as soon as they told him, he went over there, laughing, playing, like he was playing. Hey, wait, ponte trucha, what? So, but this time I'm already in the hall because they picked me up. There was too many incidents, happening. And I sent a guy, bro, and I told Bago, hey, Bago, this is what happened, homie. You see all these Paisas in the back, it's because homeboy Cisco, he say something that he wasn't supposed to say. So they made a little junta and shit, it's not gonna happen. We're not gonna check him. And I say, hey, was a palabra, bro. Was a palabra that we, And so they went back and they put him in the cell and they got him. They got him in the cell. And Cisco went to the back and he used to see me, right? But he was still good. He was a good chequeada. He used to see me in the back and like he didn't want to talk to me because he knew I was the one that fucking pushed the issue to, hey, what's up, man? That's fucking, and that's, in reality, he got a pass. He got a pass because that was just a chick. It wasn't just enough for a chequeada. Homeboy was gonna get handled for fucking. But anywho, man, they checked him and a lot of, like I said, a lot of Paisas, went to the back for this. He did respect it. The camaradas and the Paisas for doing this, but the homies got him. They got him. And that goes to show that you don't play in prison. No, these incidents are serious, are serious. These battles, the ones that were, cleaning house on, they were allowing, basura, trash on the yard. And so we told them, hey, it's not happening, bro. We don't want these fools over here. Me personally, myself, it was, he was brand new and he didn't want to show me his paperwork. He went and told these fools, hey, these battles pushing me for to come up with my paperwork. So they came and got me. Ended up doing 14 months in the shoe because I cut a shoe in the hole, but I cut up a shoe inside the hole. That's all. And this is what happens when. But it never happened. One-on-ones, fates. Because like for that reason, and we should have respect. Respect for the raza, homie. Because like I say, I could say Simon, and just pick on my weakest, victims, like meaning like we used to play soccer and football and basketball with the homies and handball, right? What I'm trying to say is that it would be only when it was convenience for me, like let's say something that I knew that I could beat up, that I could whip his ass, push the, hey, what's up, man? You want to get, and homie didn't want to get down. I just went ahead and blessed him, just because, like I said, felt that I could take that battle. It's not gonna happen like that, dog. We should have some respect for it's across the board. If, you know, when I talk about the blacks that they respect the Paisas, I was by myself and I went and told them, and the same thing with the woods. You know, it was a big lava, and I got into it. You know, I didn't pick my victims. You know, all victims, not victims, but you know, my rivals. With that, I'm out, gente. Saludos, respeto, stay out of prison. Hope you like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out.